Breathe. Just breathe.
Mike Tyson working on his head
That way
movement
forward.
at 57 years old.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's where it all started, right here on the slip bag. Amazing, right?
The fact that Mike Tyson can still do the peekaboo style at this age, it's very impressive. The athleticism and explosiveness required, it's not easy.
Yeah.
So it's all about head movement here. Mike Tyson isn't trying to punch back or anything. You know, some people think Mike Tyson is too old coming into this fight. But I will say, for his age, he looks incredible. And I think this will still be a tough fight for Jake Paul. And you see the speed is still there, the power is still there. If he's able to close the distance on Jake and trap him in the corner like this, I don't know, who knows? Maybe Mike Tyson wins this fight.
Yeah. Yeah. It's there. It's there. Short shoulder, upper to the body.
I mean, the strain that this puts on your back,
Very good.
all that movement.
No glitch. Glitch is gone. It's good.
The fact that he can still pull it off. I mean, Mike Tyson is just,
Breathe.
he's just an animal. Great head movement there by Mike. His reflexes are still on point. He sees the punches coming. Please be sure to leave your predictions for this fight in the comment section down below.
De Jesus knocked him down in the first round, both fights. Yeah, both fights. Yeah, but Duran, well, the first one was it was a non-title actually. Lucky for Duran.
So how can you not be impressed by Mike Tyson? I mean, this dude was just sitting on the couch a couple years ago. Back before he fought Roy Jones Jr., he was literally fat. He said he didn't want to fight anymore. He wasn't training. I remember he was on the Joe Rogan podcast talking about he didn't even like the idea of thinking about training. We seen the viral clip of him throwing his championship belts, calling them trash. It seemed like this man was completely over boxing and was just a totally different person just a couple years ago. But according to Mike Tyson, supposedly he did some psychedelics. He did the toad, I believe is what it's referred to, and it told him that he needed to train and he needed to fight, and that's why he ended up fighting Roy Jones Jr. Now, of course, that fight was an entertaining fight. It was cool to see two legends back in the ring, but I will say the fight itself, I mean, I think they had a bit of a gentleman's agreement. It's an exhibition. I don't think they were trying to actually hurt each other. They weren't trying to knock each other's heads off. And I think, this fight versus Jake Paul, it's probably the same thing. It seems like Mike Tyson and Jake almost are friends, they're buddies. We've seen them go on each other's shows and podcasts, and they've shook hands. They don't hate each other. I've heard Mike Tyson speak very highly of Jake Paul, so I don't think, Mike or Jake is trying to go in there and intentionally knock each other out. I think what this is a glorified sparring match. I don't think the fight is fixed in any way, shape, or form, but I don't even think this fight, one, it's not going on their professional record, so this won't count towards Jake Paul's record if he does end up winning this fight, but I don't even think they will announce a winner at the end of the fight. Or maybe they'll do what they did in Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. and conveniently name it a draw. Name it a tie, that way both men get their hands raised and everyone goes home happy, and no one loses stock in their career. Because let's be honest, for Jake, this is a lose-lose. I mean, you win, you beat up an old Mike Tyson, you lose to an old man. For Mike Tyson, this doesn't really prove much either. Yes, there is a group of people out there who hate Jake Paul, who want to see Jake Paul get knocked out. But for Mike Tyson, this fight doesn't do anything for him, even if he does win. And if he loses, it doesn't really matter either because, he's kind of old. So, this fight is just kind of neutral no matter what happens. No one really comes out truly a loser. They're both making a boatload of money, and I think overall this is just going to be just for the entertainment, to be honest. But once again, guys, it is going down July 20th. I do want to say credit to both Mike Tyson and Jake Paul for making this fight happen. I mean, influencer boxing right now is completely in shambles. KSI lost to Tommy Fury. Jake Paul also lost to Tommy Fury. I know Jake won his most recent fight, but it didn't really make that much news. He knocked some guy out, Ryan Borland. I don't think anyone cared. So yeah, this kind of brings influencer boxing kind of back in the spotlight. So if you are a fan of that, it's back. At least this fight kind of opens the doors to some more influencer boxing matches. Because let's be honest, I mean, all of 2023 and 2022 was like all influencer boxing. And now you see in 2024, you don't really see it happening all that much at all. And the fights that they are putting on, it's just no one's talking about it. It's just completely dead. But this fight right here is different. You're going to see a lot of different media companies covering this, from Fox News all the way to small YouTube channels. And yes, I do label this a influencer boxing match. I don't label this as a actual fight, to be totally honest. Once again, it's all about the entertainment here. I think that's pretty evident.